Gentlemen, trunks here a little high. This is not considered low. You had your instructions earlier. You both know what I expect. A good, clean fight. Just obey my commands and protect yourself at all times. Touch gloves. Good luck to both of you.
Well, he's in there with the southpaw who can punch. He's got, I think, 17 knockouts on that. But I will tell you this. Omar Juarez is getting, he just got hit with a full left hand, but he's getting better and better every fight. This is not an easy fight to take. He really, this is a tall order. If he can take out Rivera, he's on his way.
Rivera is very rugged, workmanlike, fundamentally sound, but I know Lennox Lewis, you were calling that fight with us last time. Creative. You wanted to see a little more from Rivera. He looks a little more aggressive here tonight.
And Rivera's a tough guy too. He can take punches, and if you look at his body, he's strong looking.
All Rivera, give him a little problem. Juarez wants to make improvements, fight. 11-0, and you can see he likes to sink in with his body shots. He is very aggressive. He wants to be an action fighter.
He's got great defense, and I'm going to tell you, he's one of the best body punchers you're going to see. You know, Rivera just looked a little thick around the middle to me, and sometimes on the other corner before the belly rings, you tell your fighter, look, like what I see right there, you know, and it's a little thick around the belly.
Rivera already being able to show that he's able to land that left hand. Two good left hands landed.
Juarez is throwing the jab from down low. Yeah, he's throwing the punch from down low. What he needs to do is after that, just throw a right hand and a hook, a cleanup hook after that.
He also trains regularly with Brandon Figueroa. And watch that right hand against a quick right hand and right on the button from Juarez. Won his fight, had a knockout. Erickson Lubin had a knockout, and the return of Vasily Lomachenko. He also had been fighting in main events already. Former Cuban amateur standout, future world champion, including Joe Goosen. Right, Joe?
Yes, absolutely. But I was kind of transfixed on what was going on in the ring. Just, you know, Rivera came out, and Juarez came right back with a great body attack. These two guys are in here to win tonight, and Juarez. And I'm telling you, this is just going to get real heated. See it coming.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Nice uppercut there off the right hand from Juarez as well. And a hook, and now a body shot. I was transfixed. Both of us. Well, scheduled for 10. And Juarez only 22 on the way up. There's a nice shot from Rivera, again the veteran.
And he's got all those knockouts for a reason. He can crack. And look, this is not exactly the, you know, if I'm a trainer, you know, because it works against Juarez. He knows it's a challenge, Juarez.
It's an art form, matchmaking, finding the right guy. Is this guy good for us? Can we beat him? Will he give us a test? And on his way down, beats an unbeaten Leon Lawson, undefeated kid, 21 years old. So sometimes you can step in deep and a little too deep.
Yeah, there you see
exchange there.
There you see a mouse under the
Juarez,
and that may be affecting him down the line. And here you see Rivera is throwing that straight left, catching Juarez. And here you see the straight left catching Juarez and actually giving him that mouse on his right eye.
And Lennox, this is the problem.
Yeah, that is a significant bruise as well, Lennox, to your point. And you see Rivera sharpshooting that right now. That eye has already started to close. And
this is the thing with southpaws. The punches come from the opposite side, and it's typically the end swell, which is a frozen piece of metal that you put on that swelling underneath.
Yeah, that is close more than I would have thought in the early going. I mean, it suddenly flared up, and that has all the makings of a bruise that would close that eye, and a good right hook by Rivera as well.
I've swelling before from fighters, and if you really get on it and you put a lot of pressure on it, because they actually do work. If you apply the pressure correctly, like Mike Rodriguez, the great countryman, did.
A lot, right? He is a man for hire.
The right touch and technique, and he's got the good eye, and he knows what he's doing, and that's why he's in such great demand.
And Lennox, Juarez, this is a test immediately.
Yeah, I mean, you could go into the panic stage. He could go into the panic stage and try and throw his punches and try and knock out Rivera. Keep control, keep his keep composure. and do what he needs to do, what his corner's telling him.
And Rivera, all business in this fight. Good, sharp, crisp punches. Able to land it. Time! But it is not closed up anymore. And then I think it originally looked around to go.
You get better during the course. The more pressure you apply to it, the more you apply the inswell and don't get hit on as often. Yeah, they can actually clear vision. Now, one thing I'm going to say right here is that's a nice little move by Juarez. But I got to tell you, Rivera has really landed a lot of left hands.
Rivera, look, with a one-legged takedown, and you have to worry if Juarez there. Stay here.
You okay? Stay here. You okay? Come here. Keep the fight clean, okay? Don't hold. Time in. Here we go.
Took him down and you drive your shoulder into his abdomen.
Yeah.
I mean, he could have. He doesn't have to, but he could have. And an advantage gained. Fortunately, Juarez able to fight on, but you had to be worried. Like if
left-handers is left-handers because again they're used to seeing right-handers in sparring in the ring.
Big right hand, Rivera going backwards, now digging in hard, a devastating hook from Juarez.
He's got to be careful too.
I think it was an honest fall. You know, both guys were out of position and off balance as well. So both guys were.
Yeah, I'm Rivera piling up with the left hand there. I just, you know, not the way it looked. I thought he might. Not sure. Very eventful round. Juarez picking up the pace, shots, but Rivera doesn't seem to be going anywhere. Back in Minneapolis, and this was a fascinating round, and there's Omar Juarez firing his shots. Good short hook.
Wasn't it?
And it's all Rivera reeling backwards. Rivera, though, not done. Doesn't even look hurt. Juarez likes the combat.
Wings it, he goes for it. You know, came out with one punch and it shows. Juarez shouldn't really stand like that and allow his opponent to punch him because he's just a sitting top.
They're trying to get in on the inside there, but Rivera close enough for him just to whale shots on him. Juarez, a nice combination to the head. Let's get Marcos Villegas. Wow, okay, Marcos giving rounds 2 and 3 to Paul Rivera. Still crisp.
Brian, I think it's getting to the point where, you know, Juarez actually is that Paul Rivera is not as good going back to press a guy like Rivera, but it may pay off in the end. See, right now, Omar's got the earmuffs on, and he's looking to counter short like that right there. See, so he's going to land his good shots in close to.
To your point, long way to go. We're only in round 5. Seen a lot of action so far.
Rivera looks a little tired right now.
Good, crisp action here in round 5. Rivera very game tonight.
Slick move that he just pulled on Rivera. And like that, right there, he's got it.
Juarez able to spin Rivera around. The 6'5" heavyweight spars with him on a regular basis, unbeaten cruiserweights, and it's been an action-packed fight. Juarez with the slight advantage. You can see the advantage of the punches landed, but marked up, and all Rivera has been able to eat shots and fire back to right hands.
See, this is what he's got to do. He's got to hurt Rivera, and I think he will if he keeps up. The worst thing to do is give Rivera any confidence and momentum. You know, you got to. You know, Omar up the attack as much as he can because this fight is close and these rounds are close.
Rivera is just a very different package to deal with.
Kind of smothers him.
And if you go, it's a good way to score the round as well and get an indication. It's a fairly significant advantage for Omar Juarez. Sometimes
He's letting Rivera get back in the fight. Well, I don't like him retreating like that. I just think he's getting hit too much going backwards.
You see that he's landing 53% of his power punches. I know, like Vasily lauding over that. It's a very high percentage, but Juarez here tonight, strafing left hand from Rivera, still very much.
All right, here we see Juarez sliding in a nice right hand by slipping the jab on Rivera. Now, here it comes, back with the right uppercut. Body shot.
Get your hands
all of those landed solidly. Then he ducked Rivera's left hand that came back. But here comes Rivera again. And that's what, once you get ahead in a round, you got to sustain that and don't let the guys. It's going to be very important to winning this fight, just like it was in the last fight we saw. Oh, great.
That's beautiful short combinations and keeps going with that hook to the body.
Rivera throws his combination, but Juarez needs to come back and.
Now you see, you're watching the fight, Marcos Villegas, he rounds and very possibly be even up in this fight.
This is where Juarez should push the middle.
Again by Juarez.
I got an old saying sometimes. I go, you can't work for 2 minutes a round. You got to work for 3 minutes a round, and that's what Juarez the difference is.
Yeah, but they never do. They never do.
Well, once in a bit, react.
Rivera back at it to the body as well. Very good here tonight. Came in, Juarez, uppercuts at the back. And he is having a level of progression fight here. Rivera taking it to him. Sharp shooting from the inside. So now we move along, and it's good crisp stuff. Rivera coming out firing, lands that left hand as we start round 8.
Showing a great chin. He took that. This guy's a knockout puncher, Rivera. He's good and he's strong. He took a great shot and he came back. And here we go. Look, they're backing up, holding his hands out long, and there's Rivera just snuck in that left hand. That's been getting in all night. When he
something that I think should be judged. It's almost like a tool, like you have tools in baseball. It's like tools in boxing, your engine.
At this point, through 7 rounds, good shots there by Juarez. His punches with a jab that he just got hit, but I have it 67 to 60. So let's see how it unfolds.
At this point,
Marcos given the last 2 then to Omar Juarez, but you can see how close it is, and just to indicate that these judges ringside.
Yeah, and it throws shorter punches. You have light stuff in there that you don't expect because it comes from that different angle.
see, at this point, Juarez should not be covering up.
Look, there's 2 rounds left, and no doubt this is a close fight, and no doubt. Oh, there it is. Right hook. That was a legitimate right hook that Juarez did. Was it?
Stop! Juarez dropped for the first time in this fight.
I got to tell you, this is a dangerous guy. We've been saying it all night. He came here to win. And yes, no, because southpaws, they're obeying us. You just really love to fight southpaws. You know,
what you're saying in a fighter meeting, it is the Joe Goosen drinking game.
Here it is, look. Left hand down. Here comes the right hook. Boom, he walked right into it. You know, there's an old saying, Brian. You use one hand punches, the other one protects. He didn't do that.
That's the only round he dropped.
Omar Juarez down for the first time as a professional. That's his father, Rudy Juarez, in the corner. As we go to the 10th and final round, and this fight could be hanging in the balance. Big left hand. That time from Rivera again.
Juarez is doing, because he's not really rolling with the shots. He's just taking the shots. He's taking the impacts of the shots.
That's a wicked uppercut too by Rivera. Lennox. You see he's able to score it well right. And judges who are looking for a reason.
Hit him close, and I think that was the wrong.
Okay, whether it was the right or wrong.
Yeah.
You know, I wouldn't have
pressure that 1 point, extra point that Rivera got because of the knockdown, put him back in the fight. It's on the balance.
But to that point, now I wouldn't think he'd be down. Joe, if you feel he is,
that's what tell your fighter. Look, look, yeah, we want to win the round.
Now, final 40 seconds here now, and as Juarez has really not mounted an impressive attack here in the 10th round. Now, final 20 seconds of this fight, and Juarez doesn't look like a man who is feels he's losing, desperate.
Juarez looks
not
like
fighting that way.
Juarez actually looks like he hurt his right hand throwing it that much.
Right, possibly. And that'll do it. Juarez smiling. He doesn't seem to be overly concerned. Look, he gave it his all. Goes into the corner for All Rivera. All Rivera had a very good night. Omar Juarez, All Rivera, and it's expected to be a very close.
We have a majority decision in favor of the winner, All the Machine Gun